Hey everyone, today we are back with a landscaping company. Today is the day we're moving into a new shop. It's been a lot of work to get to this point, from building the new shop to packing up the old one and bringing all of our equipment here to a new state. I stopped by local KC's to fill up on diesel. Let's hop in the Duramax and head over to the new shop. Now, I do appreciate all the support here on the landscaping series. It's nice to be back here with this series. We have a lot to look forward to. We have a lot of projects to come, and we'll be getting some new equipment shortly. And if you guys haven't already, go check out my website for a full mods list on this series. There's a lot of mods, and each and every single one of them is up there and listed. Now, this Duramax has been working pretty hard on this drive over here. We're definitely overloaded with the skid steers, but we made it here to the shop. You guys can see all of the equipment, everything arrives except for a few things. We're still waiting on the shipping company to bring those over, but it's going to be an exciting day. And if you guys haven't already, please hit the like button. It really helps out with the YouTube algorithms. But we'll get the plow drops and we'll get ready to get everything unloaded. Really quickly, let's make sure everything's here. Almost looks like all of our trucks are here and all the equipment came here, which is great. This was a huge undertaking, switching save games, moving from a different state to a new one, and completely building a new shop here. But here it is, and oh yeah, it looks like the backhoe has arrived here, and I believe that we do have some things already moved into the office. I do have a gaming computer, so I should be able to play some farm sim while I'm working as well, which should be pretty sweet here. But let's get going, because this will be a lot of work here. So what I'm thinking is we'll put all the mowers right along this back wall here. They won't take up much space, and we'll put all the heavy equipment over here. We'll probably start with the backhoes, the excavators, the skid steers, and just kind of work our way down the list here. And all of the attachments did arrive, and they actually want this trailer back later on today. So we got to get moving on getting this unloaded here. But everything arrived here pretty good. Wow, that is awesome. Pretty packed full of attachments, and we'll put as much as we can on here and maybe even in front. Alright, let's hop here in the backhoe. Now, actually, they did bring this over here with a lowboy. I thought that would be the safest way to go. I didn't want to drive it. That would have taken forever to do here. But I'm excited to be back here with the series. We have so many awesome things here in the works, which I'm really excited for. And even some multiplayer to come here with the series. I did work pretty hard to make sure every single mod I am using is multiplayer compatible, which will come in really handy. But here we are. We're putting the backhoe. Let's go a little bit further back here. We want the best organization. I want to do it right the first time. I'm a huge fan of doing that. If you do it right the first time, you just won't have to do it again, and that is the game plan here. Now, before we do the skid steers, let's see if we could do these excavators. Wow, this trailer is jam-packed full of equipment. We'll get this unstrapped here, and we'll hop on in. Now, I hope everyone's been having a pretty good day here so far. My day's been pretty awesome, and I've been really excited to be recording here. I am working on some projects, some mods for this series, because like I have been touching upon recently with this series, I really want to expand and do like pool demolitions, retaining walls, things like that. I think those would be a lot of fun to do. But just looking at it, that camera view, that interior camera view actually kind of made it look like it was a lot smaller in this shop. Not sure what happened there, but let's see if we could get this in place. Now, these tracks probably aren't the best for concrete, but it's probably the best thing to store these inside. I'm a huge fan of that as well, keeping everything indoors, out of weather, and I think that really helps out with maintaining them, making sure they last for a long time, and we could get top dollar and have the least amount of breakdowns in the future. But there we have it. We got the first excavator in, and this, I think, is probably one of the toughest pieces of equipment to move around. Let's hop here in the Bobcat. Now, one thing I will be adding is the no collision camera view. I really do recommend it, especially when you do have trailers and things like this here. But one thing, guys, we will be putting all the trucks and trailers away once all of these are unloaded. I think that's the way to go. That way we could have the most room, just kind of move around as we can here. And I was thinking, do we keep all the excavators? And yes, we will be keeping all of them, because when we expand to retaining walls, to pool demos, when we're in multiplayer, we're going to need these pieces of the equipment, and I think it's right to just kind of keep it, because it's going to cost us a lot more if we have to sell it because of depreciation. And I think going forward, I really kind of want to see if we could buy some older trucks and equipment. We don't always have to buy the newest one and kind of have the nicest looking equipment. They just really need to get the job done. I think this is a pretty good way to park them. That way the arms kind of go like that. It's a pretty nice compact, and it looks pretty cool. Let's get going here on these skid steers. Now, I think we definitely need to get a track skid steer, so maybe we'll sell a case or the Bobcat, or yeah, one of the two Bobcats, because we need a track. I think the tracks are really helpful here, especially for those light turfs. But I hope everyone's been having a pretty good school year. I am currently on winter break. I have been for the last month, and I will say it's been a lot of fun to be able to kind of spend the time here making YouTube videos, and it's been a lot of work this year, but I really do enjoy school as well. Now, the Bobcat 863 is our smallest skid steer. It is a pretty nice one, but I think that we could probably even use even a smaller skid steer here, but we'll kind of have to wait and see here. But setting up these with the save games, buying all the equipment, this all takes a lot of time here, so I do appreciate it if you guys can hit the subscribe button if you haven't already as well, because that really helps out with the YouTube algorithms, and we're getting closer and closer to 100,000 subscribers. So what I'm thinking is, why don't we just kind of line them all up like this, because we could just move the skid steer and we don't have to worry too much about blocking things in. Actually, I think we'll put the Kubota and then the other skid steer in front. I think that should be a better game plan. And that small excavator, I actually kind of want to put in the small corner. It is small, or actually no, we could put that small excavator here. When organizing the shop, I think it's just kind of how you place things that really could also help out with giving you a lot more room around the shop, and that's kind of what I'm trying to plan about, so we have the most room and it makes our shop feel bigger, not smaller as well. Oh yeah, this will fit here. We could probably put a few mowers here, but I think this will fit pretty good here. Yeah, especially since this goes pretty slow when moving around. I think that's a good spot. Let's hop on in the Kubota now. It does look like the Kubota plow and the snowblower have not arrived yet. That's probably on that truckload with that kind of town snowblower machine that we do have here. Let's get this unloaded. This is such a small trailer. I'm even surprised that does fit in there. And if you guys do need to pick up Farm Sim, I do recommend you go use the links down below. It's much appreciated, as it does help support the channel using my creator code, and that is a pretty awesome thing. I am a Giants partner, and you guys can also check me out on Instagram. I am posting every single day over there, some exclusive content, and we've been having some pretty fun discussions over there as well. But wow, look at this, guys. Now actually, this trailer here, I actually did sell it, so we don't have this trailer, but we have 2, 3, 4 trailers. Yeah, it's a pretty good good variety. We have a dump trailer as well, and we do have a one for the mowers, and then the other 2 are for the heavy equipment. More than likely, I will see if we could get this one traded out for a track. I think the track is, we definitely have to have one, and for the winter, we could always put a snow track on it instead of snow tires, so we'll probably do that. And there we have it there. Almost looks like all the heavy equipment is put away, just the mowers. And I think we'll probably just put them along the back wall. Now what I'm thinking is we'll probably put the small ones here, then the bigger ones will kind of go over there. But wow, look at this shop. So it's a very similar size to our old shop, but it's a better layout. So instead of being long and thin, this one is kind of a really nice size. And I definitely like how it is though with the office. We have a much bigger office, which is good because I did hire a few people to help Alan out with the paperwork. Now, if you guys haven't already, I do recommend you go check out the video building this new shop, but also go check out the packing up the old one, because we actually did sell 6 0-turns. Yes, you guys heard me right. We sold 6 of them, and I thought that was definitely the right thing to do. We had too many mowers, and we were able to put a lot of money in our bank, which is always a pretty good thing. Now, we do have quite a lot of long clients this coming season, which I am excited for, but I don't think we'll do as many as before. We'll probably try to do more commercial since we do get paid for more of those as well. Let's get the terrain cut backed off here. Now, this is a pretty awesome mower. Funny story, last week when I actually built this shop here, the county called me and they said, can we take care of all of their sport fields? They're short-handed next year due to not having all the equipment they need. So I said, yeah, we can. So we already have all the sport fields. We have the soccer fields, we have the football, and we do have the baseball field. So this will be put to work a lot. Many hours will be put on it, and that's also something. We have a lot of people already calling for lawn care contracts and also for some projects, pool demos, and also even putting a few pools in there, but we'll get the right off. Now I really wanted a little bit of everything. I wanted to sit down, I wanted a stand on, and I also wanted the walker, and I thought we did a little bit of everything here. But what I'm thinking now, guys, is let's put all the trailers away, and then we'll put the trucks inside, and then I think we'll end today getting all of this unloaded. Really want this unloaded so that they could come get their trailer. That would be a good thing. But let's see, where should we put the trailers? I think, why don't we put the trailers in this back area, and I think we'll have them kind of backed in the long way. Now, I did end up removing the manual attach mod. It actually has caused quite a few problems with my game, even not allowing me to attach at times. So I'm not sure what we'll do for manual attaching, but we are going to have to find something. And since this is our daily, and I really don't want to just carry around this heavy V-plow, we'll get the plow dropped. Let's see. This should be a pretty quick and easy thing to do. Right there seems to be good. Perfect. And we'll leave this here. So these spots in front of the office will be for us, our workers, but also for anyone that wants to come on by. Now, if you do have a bill to pay us, you could always drop it in that mailbox, which I thought was a pretty neat idea. Now, I am a bit surprised that we were able to put a trailer on this Cummins, especially since we do have a salter on the back. Now, luckily that wasn't fully loaded because I'm not sure if these trucks would have really handled that weight. We pretty much maxed out all of these here, but moving, let me know down below, guys, if you've ever moved before, moving houses, or if you've helped someone move here, because moving is a lot of work. You don't really realize how much stuff you have until it's time to move. I just called the new owner of that trailer. They should be coming within the next few hours, which is definitely a good thing, and I don't think it makes sense to kind of put it on over there. So let's see if we can put this inside. Like I did touch upon, I really like everything being indoors, out of the weather. We should be able to fit all the trucks inside, and oh yeah, look at all that room we're going to have. Wow, we'll be able to work on our equipment, just make sure everything's up to date, and having our own mechanic or even doing it ourselves will save us a lot of money from those dealerships that charge a lot here. But there we go. Oh yeah, that fits pretty good. Now, with this dump trailer here, I was thinking, why don't we keep it inside, but we should be good to go if we do have it tilted up just a little bit. That way water doesn't sit in, and also we do have a very nice tarp that we can fold on this. That will also help on out, but having it tilted just enough so water doesn't sit in there should help with the rust. But other than that, I don't think we'll be keeping that inside anymore here. And this truck is one of my favorites. Actually, I think we'll just kind of drive this in, and we'll actually turn it a little bit. Alright, for now we'll bring this in, we'll actually kind of turn it off to the side here. That gives us room so we can put everything on the shelf here in a bit. Now, one thing, guys, I am working out a few errors with some of the mods, but other than that, though, I think this is probably one of the best landscaping shops, the best kind of setup we've had, and I can't wait to make some changes here in the coming weeks. And I think I'll kind of keep some of what we are going to be getting a surprise here, but let's get going on putting this away here. Now, this Cummins has been a really good work truck, but I think we might end up selling a truck or two, and it might be one of the Cummins since we do have two, maybe one of the Silverados, but I'm not exactly sure. Let's see if we get this put away here. But wow, so much more room to move around in the yard's really going to come in handy. Alright, let's get the Cummins put in the garage here, especially these two salt trucks really need to be inside here, which is pretty awesome. But the last thing left to do, which will be a lot of work, is to get this unloaded. So I will do this, and I will catch you back. And that's it, guys. The move is now complete. All of the trucks, all of the equipment has arrived, and this shop looks better than ever here. We do have a lot of room for expansion in the future, and we will just keep on growing here. But hope you guys enjoyed this like 2-3 part series of moving the landscaping series to the new map, the Mills County map. All the links are up on my website, linked down below here. Go check out the Instagram for some extra posts on the series. But thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one, and subscribe for more.